Hi, everybody. This is Sherman Ray from the Black Business Chamber of Commerce. Today, we're going to talk about Facebook 101, doing business socially. We'll be talking about the three basic areas. The first one, finding your niche market. Number two, we'll go on to developing your content. And lastly, we'll talk about being consistent. Your niche market. Who are you selling to? This is probably one of the biggest areas that you're going to have to deal with as an entrepreneur, somebody who's going to be working socially. But finding out who are the people who you are trying to sell to or the people you're trying to speak with. Preferably it's something you know about, something you feel passionate about, but mostly something you are very, very familiar with and that you know that there is a market for these people. So when you begin to look at your niche market, we're talking about the particular market that you're going to be speaking with the duration of your program. Let's move on to developing your content. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Developing content is definitely one of the toughest places where you're going to be at. In social media marketing, we'll probably be able to let you know that there are not a lot of people developing content out there. There's a lot of people copying other people's stuff, but really there are not a lot of content marketers. And there are not a lot of people who are doing it in a unique way that brings out flair and is able to get people excited about their particular content or their particular product or service. So developing your content is huge. Are you going to do it written? Are you going to do it with audio only? Are you going to do it with video? Are you going to do it with a combination of the two? It's remarkable that now with the advent of video and online platform, how the way of marketing your particular business has changed so much. But it's not so much what you say, but how are you doing it? Are you putting it out there as an amazing video? Are you putting out there as amazing content? So you want to be like a friend of mine said many, many years ago, you want to be a purple cow in a sea of Jersey cows. You want to be so unique that people are going to actually be able to figure out or going to be able to find you because of everybody's talking so much about you. Finally, let's talk about being consistent. Developing an audience takes a steady hand. I started a networking group many years ago, and for 5 years, every Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning, we met with business owners. Now let me tell you, for 5 years we did that, and we grew that group to about 200 business owners. And now I actually have another group of about 1,300 business owners, and we've had that group for 7 years now. So how did we do it? Well, we were consistent. As a matter of fact, nothing ever starts out at thousands of people. If it does, it's a fluke. We call those unicorns. But generally what it takes is you being very consistent about what you're doing. Are you meeting each and every week? Are you meeting every single month? You can imagine why they have TV listings and your favorite show is always on at the same time every week. The reason why they do that is because people are very consistent. People like scheduling things. People like consistency. They like things happening at the same time all the time. But if you keep changing the way you do things and you keep changing the hours that they're done, if you keep changing the format over and over and over again, people will not get into that. They just don't dig that. So be consistent. When you develop your audience, as you're developing the audience, you've got to know that if you start something that is going to be a daily blog, or if you start a weekly video series, or some kind of content that you're putting out there, you've got to be consistent about it. And social media is one of those areas. And there's so many different ways of doing it, but they all have this one common thing about them. They're being consistent. And consistency is really what it's all about. Social media matters. It really does. It is one of the biggest things that you can use now as a business owner. And I hope that you're able to do more and more and more of it to build your business for the future. This has been Sherman Ray, the Black Business Chamber of Commerce. If you'd like to get a hold of us, folks, you can get us online at blackbusinesschamber.com.